Hey guys, checking out Mission 6 by UVI. This is a 16-voice polysynth recreation of an analog synthesizer, which I actually don't know. But what we're going to do is dive into the product itself, see what's inside, what kind of things you can do. And of course, we'll get some sound demos. So let's get started. Right, so this is the product page. Here you can find a lot of information about the product itself, about the synthesizer. You can see the user manual, all that information. So I'm going to put the link, of course. And this library runs within the UVI workstation, but also in Falcon. So the workstation is free. Falcon is a monster of music production platform, which you can find more information in my channel, of course. So when you load anything in the workstation, you can see that right here. I'm gonna go to the browser and I have all my sound banks and I have a lot of things from UVI. I'm just gonna go with Mission 6 and you'll see all the different categories and everything. So we can just search for something. Let's go with the animated ARP and get started with that. So it's going to load and this is how it sounds. Let's try something else. Right, so this is a dual layer instrument. So we have layer 1 and layer 2, and you can see that right here in the sort of LCD. If you'll click this, you'll see the categories and then you have the sound. So I can just replace the plaque with something else, and the second layer, let's get something from leads. And now let's have a listen. Right, and you can just start with any preset and replace the sounds. So this is the layers, and then we have in this main page two sides. We have the amp and we have the filter. So the amp is just a simple balance here. We have the velocity, we have the velocity tracking, the keyboard, and what's important about this is that on the bottom we have the layer selection. So right now we are sort of editing layer 1. I can click this and edit layer 2, and that goes for the filter as well. Same idea. So in layer 1 we have the balance here, and we also have an Adsr envelope. So this will affect how the sound behaves over time, meaning is it gonna be slowly evolving and releasing, or maybe like a plaque just going very fast, very loud, and things like that. So that's the envelope. I'm not going into synthesis basics, but if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And on the right side, we have the filter, and we have the type of filters. Of course, we can turn it off if we like. We have a low pass, band pass, high pass, and then we have the frequency, the cutoff frequency, we have the resonance, we have the velocity, and we have the envelope depth. Again, we can apply the envelope that is right here below and just create some sound. So I'm going to show you that in a moment. But what we can also do is just link those together. So now layer 1 and 2 will share the same settings that we have for both the amp and the filter. So that's really, really cool. So before we move on, let's have a listen to some more sounds. So I'm going back into my browser here, and let's see what we have for basses, for example. Just going with the first one. Very, very deep. Right, and let's try something else. And we have keys, and going with the first one. Nice. And some more examples. Let's go with a pad. And another example, let's go with the plucks. First one. Right, so now let's get to know this instrument a little bit better. So on the top we have pages. We have the main, that's what we're just watching now. Then we have edit, and that's basically editing the voices and, you know, pitch. And we have the mod wheel assignments and how it behaves. We can set this to be a tremolo. Right, and I can definitely change this preset. Let's get something from leads. Right, so we have the tremolo, and of course we can pitch this. So right now it's already pitched 1 octave up. I can drop it down. And another example, another preset. I'm just flicking through the presets so you'll get just a chance to listen to more examples. And this goes again with the layer selection. So we have layer 1 and layer 2, or we can just link them together. Then we have the modulations. So we have step modulation here, and then we have the LFO, and we can just use this to add more steps, or just throw them here. Right, and then we have the LFO, we have the rate for the LFO, and we can use this to just influence the level or the pitch or the filter. And we can go with the pitch. And with the filter. Right, so that's the kind of things that you can do. Of course, we're going to just try more presets at the end of this video that utilize the modulations. And we have the effects. So here we have a bunch of effects. We have an EQ, we have drive, we have chorus, which is a modulation effect. We have ensemble, which is kind of a chorusing or layering. We have phase or delay and a reverb. We can turn them on and off, and we have some controls. So let's have a listen. Set the size. Cool. And we also have an arpeggiator. So again, we have layer 1 and layer 2. We have ARP1 and ARP2. We can turn them on and off. And what I like about UVI instruments with the arpeggiators is that we have presets. So even if you're not sure about how to set this up, and you just turned it on and it sounds like this. Nothing much happens. So you can just click this drop down and have all kinds of stuff. So we can have melodic. And what I'm gonna do, let's try and just select something really basic. I'm gonna go with the Mission 6 basics, and we're going to select the just bass poly. We'll load it up. Let's have a listen. Right, and I can go into the ARP and turn it on. Right, and we can just change that to whatever baseline. Right, and we can turn on the second ARP and select a different kind of preset. And that's pretty much it. So these are the pages, and this is the mission 6. So I really hope you enjoyed this one, and that was kind of a quick overview. And now what I'm going to do is just go through more presets so you can enjoy and have a chance to listen. Let me know in the comments if there's anything I missed, if you have questions or anything. And of course, you're most welcome to join my Discord server, the Plugin Academy, and we can chat, talk if you need help, if you need anything. And I'll see you guys in the next videos, and thank you. Bye bye.